Hello my friends, it's Noob from Minecraft. Today I'm going to make a family building challenge of camping car house with my friends. And while I will build it, I'm going to tell you one interesting breathtaking story about friendly family that travel on a RV. Also, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel. Let's build! The sun rose over the horizon, casting a warm glow over the quiet campground where the Wanderlust family had spent the night. Birds sang in the trees, and a gentle breeze rustled the leaves as the family emerged from their RV, ready for another day of adventure. "Good morning, world!" exclaimed Dad, his voice filled with enthusiasm. "Where shall we go today?" "We could head to the mountains," suggested Mom, her eyes sparkling with excitement. "I heard there's a beautiful lake up there where we can go fishing." "That sounds amazing," agreed Steve, his face lighting up. "I can't wait to catch some big fish. And maybe we'll see some wild animals," added Alex, her voice filled with wonder. "I heard there are bears in these woods." With a sense of anticipation, the family packed up their belongings and set off on their journey, the RV rumbling down the winding road. As they traveled, they marveled at the changing scenery, from lush forests to rolling hills, and finally, to the majestic mountains that loomed in the distance. As they entered the mountains, the air grew cooler, and the landscape became more rugged. Tall pine trees towered over them, their branches reaching for the sky. The road twisted and turned, leading them deeper into the heart of the wilderness. "Look, a deer!" exclaimed Alex, pointing to a graceful creature that bounded across their path. "I've never seen one up close before." The family watched in awe as the deer disappeared into the trees, leaving them feeling like they had stepped into a fairy tale. They drove on, their eyes scanning the forest for more signs of wildlife. Suddenly, Dad slammed on the brakes, bringing the RV to a sudden stop. "What's wrong?" asked Mom, her voice tinged with concern. "Look over there," said Dad, pointing out the window. "It's a bear." Sure enough, a large brown bear was ambling through the underbrush, its fur glinting in the sunlight. The family watched in hushed silence as the bear disappeared into the trees, leaving them breathless with excitement. "That was amazing," exclaimed Steve, his eyes shining. "I never thought we'd see a bear in real life." As they continued their journey, the family knew that they were in for many more incredible experiences on their travels around the world. Each day brought new adventures and new wonders to behold, and they couldn't wait to see what the next day would bring. After their thrilling encounter with the bear, the Wanderlust family continued their journey, their spirits high with excitement. As they drove, the landscape began to change once again, becoming more barren and rugged. "Where are we, Dad?" asked Alex, peering out of the window at the desolate surroundings. "We're entering a place called Iceland," replied Dad, his eyes twinkling with anticipation. "It's known as the land of fire and ice because of its volcanic landscapes and icy glaciers." As they drove deeper into the country, the family marveled at the stark beauty of the land. Steam rose from the ground in plumes, evidence of the volcanic activity that lay beneath the surface. In the distance, they could see the gleaming white of a glacier, its icy expanse stretching as far as the eye could see. "Wow, it's like another world here," exclaimed Steve, his face pressed against the window. The family stopped at a campground nestled between mountains, where they set up camp for the night. As they sat around the campfire, the sky above them began to dance with color. "Look, it's the northern lights," cried Mom, pointing to the sky where ribbons of green and purple light swirled and danced. The family sat in awe, watching the spectacle unfold before them. It was a moment they would never forget, a reminder of the beauty and wonder that awaited them on their journey around the world. As they drifted off to sleep that night, the Wanderlust family knew that their adventure was just beginning. With each new destination, they would discover more about the world and themselves, forging memories that would last a lifetime. The next leg of the Wanderlust family's journey took them to the heart of Africa, a land of unparalleled beauty and untamed wilderness. As their RV rumbled along dusty roads, the landscape transformed into a tapestry of savannas and acacia trees. "Look at that elephant," exclaimed Alex, pointing to a majestic creature grazing in the distance. "I've never seen anything so magnificent." The family watched in awe as the elephant ambled across the savanna, its trunk swaying gently as it moved. Around them, the air was filled with the sounds of wildlife, birds singing, monkeys chattering, and the distant roar of a lion. "We're in the midst of a real-life safari," said Mom, her eyes sparkling with excitement. Their journey took them to a campsite nestled by a watering hole, where they set up camp under the African sky. As night fell, the stars came out in full force, painting the sky with their shimmering light. "Isn't it beautiful?" whispered Steve, gazing up at the heavens. "It's like we're sleeping under a blanket of stars," replied Dad, his voice filled with wonder. The night was alive with the sounds of the African bush, crickets chirping, lions calling in the distance, and the occasional rustle of leaves. It was a symphony of nature unlike anything the family had experienced before. The next day, they set out on a safari drive, guided by a local expert who knew the land like the back of his hand. They encountered herds of elephants, giraffes stretching their necks to reach the treetops, and graceful antelopes darting through the grasslands. As they watched the animals in their natural habitat, the family felt a deep sense of connection to the world around them. They were part of something bigger than themselves, a world filled with beauty and wonder waiting to be explored. As the sun set on their time in Africa, the Wanderlust family knew that they would carry the memories of their journey with them forever. The sights, sounds, and experiences they had shared had changed them in ways they couldn't yet understand, but they knew that they were richer for having experienced them. From the wilds of Africa, the Wanderlust family's journey led them to the vibrant and diverse land of India. As they drove through bustling cities and serene countryside, they were enveloped in a tapestry of colors, sounds, and smells that filled their senses with wonder. "Look at the beautiful saris," exclaimed Mom, pointing to a group of women dressed in brightly colored fabrics as they passed through a market. "I can't believe how different everything is here," remarked Steve, his eyes wide with amazement. "It's like we've stepped into a whole new world." Their first stop was the city of Jaipur, known as the Pink City for its distinctive pink-hued buildings. The streets were alive with activity, with vendors selling spices, jewelry, and textiles, and the air filled with the scent of incense and exotic spices. "We have to visit the Amber Fort," said Dad, consulting a map. "It's one of the most beautiful palaces in India." The Amber Fort was a marvel of architecture, its towering walls and intricate carvings a testament to the skill of the artisans who had built it centuries ago. As they explored its courtyards and halls, they were transported back in time to an era of opulence and grandeur. But India was not just about its cities, it was also about its natural beauty. The family ventured into the countryside, where they encountered lush forests, tranquil lakes, and majestic mountains. They visited the Taj Mahal, a monument to love that took their breath away with its beauty and elegance. As they traveled through India, the Wanderlust family was struck by the warmth and hospitality of its people. Everywhere they went, they were greeted with smiles and kindness, and they made friends who would stay in their hearts forever. As their time in India came to an end, the family knew that they had experienced something truly special. India had opened their eyes to a world of beauty, culture, and diversity unlike anything they had ever known, and they were grateful for every moment they had spent there. As they boarded their RV and set off for their next destination, the Wanderlust family felt a sense of excitement and anticipation for the adventures that lay ahead. They knew that their journey was far from over and that there were still countless wonders waiting to be discovered around the world. From the bustling streets of India, the Wanderlust family's next destination was the land of pharaohs and pyramids, Egypt. As they crossed the border into this ancient land, they were greeted by the sight of the mighty Nile River, the lifeblood of Egypt, winding its way through the desert. "Look at the pyramids," exclaimed Alex, her eyes wide with wonder as they came into view on the horizon. "I can't believe we're actually here." The pyramids rose like giant sentinels against the backdrop of the desert, their majestic presence a testament to the ingenuity and skill of the ancient Egyptians. The family marveled at the Great Pyramid of Giza, its massive stones still holding the secrets of a civilization that had flourished thousands of years ago. "We have to explore inside," insisted Steve, his excitement palpable. The family hired a guide who led them through narrow passageways and into the heart of the pyramid. Inside, they discovered ancient hieroglyphs and intricate carvings that told the story of a civilization that had conquered time itself. Their journey through Egypt took them to the temples of Luxor and Karnak, where they stood in awe of colossal statues and towering columns that seemed to reach for the sky. They visited the Valley of the Kings, where the tombs of pharaohs lay hidden beneath the desert sands, their riches waiting to be discovered by future generations. As they traveled down the Nile on a traditional felucca, the family felt a deep sense of connection to the ancient land. They imagined themselves as part of a history that stretched back to the dawn of civilization, a history that had shaped the world they knew today. But Egypt was more than just its ancient wonders. It was also a land of vibrant culture and warm hospitality. The family shared meals with locals, learning about their traditions and customs, and forging friendships that would last a lifetime. As they bid farewell to Egypt, the Wanderlust family knew that they had experienced something truly extraordinary. They had touched the past and felt its power, and they carried with them the memories of a land that had captivated their hearts and minds. Leaving behind the sands of Egypt, the Wanderlust family's next destination was the land of the rising sun, Japan. As they arrived in this island nation, they were greeted by a world that seemed to exist at the intersection of tradition and modernity. The first stop on their Japanese adventure was the bustling metropolis of Tokyo, where skyscrapers towered over ancient temples and neon lights illuminated the streets. The family wandered through the bustling markets of Tsukiji, where vendors sold fresh seafood and colorful produce. "This place is amazing," exclaimed Steve, marveling at the sights and sounds around him. From Tokyo, they traveled to Kyoto, a city steeped in history and tradition. They visited ancient temples and shrines, where the air was filled with the scent of incense and the sound of monks chanting. They participated in a traditional tea ceremony, savoring the ritual of preparing and drinking matcha tea. But Japan was not just about its cities, it was also about its natural beauty. The family traveled to the countryside, where they marveled at the beauty of cherry blossoms in full bloom. They hiked through forests and mountains, where they encountered serene temples hidden among the trees. One of the highlights of their journey was a visit to Mount Fuji, the iconic symbol of Japan. As they gazed up at its majestic peak, they felt a sense of awe at the power and beauty of nature. But Japan was more than just its sights, it was also a place of deep spirituality and tranquility. The family visited Zen gardens, where they learned about the principles of mindfulness and meditation. They experienced the peace and serenity of these gardens, feeling a sense of calm wash over them. As their time in Japan came to an end, the Wanderlust family knew that they had experienced something truly special. Japan had opened their eyes to a world of beauty, tradition, and spirituality, and they carried with them the memories of a land that had touched their hearts in ways they could never have imagined. Leaving behind the tranquility of Japan, the Wanderlust family's next adventure took them to the sun-soaked landscapes and rich history of Italy. Their journey began in the ancient city of Rome, where they were immediately immersed in the grandeur of the past. "We're walking in the footsteps of emperors and gladiators," said Dad, his voice filled with awe as they explored the Colosseum. As they wandered through the streets of Rome, they marveled at the architectural wonders around every corner: the Pantheon, the Roman Forum, and the Trevi Fountain, where they tossed coins over their shoulders and made wishes. From Rome, they traveled to Florence, the birthplace of the Renaissance. The city was a treasure trove of art and culture, with museums and galleries showcasing masterpieces by Michelangelo, Leonardo da Vinci, and Botticelli. "I feel like I'm in a living museum," remarked Mom, gazing at the breathtaking art that surrounded them. Their journey through Italy took them to the picturesque countryside of Tuscany, where they explored vineyards and olive groves, sampling the local delicacies and soaking in the beauty of the rolling hills. But Italy was not just about its art and architecture, it was also about its people and their passion for life. The family shared meals with locals, savoring the flavors of Italian cuisine and learning about the country's rich culinary traditions. As they traveled through Italy, the Wanderlust family felt a deep sense of connection to the country and its people. They were enchanted by its beauty, captivated by its history, and moved by the warmth and hospitality of its inhabitants.
Hello friends, it is me, Pro from Minecraft. I'm happy to see you again. My friend Noob made very cool camping car, but I will try to build it even more interesting. And while I do this, I will continue to tell you a cool story about our traveling family. Also, like this video and subscribe to the channel. Let's start building. As they bid farewell to Italy, the family knew that they had experienced something truly magical. Italy had captured their hearts with its beauty and charm, and they carried with them the memories of a journey that had touched their souls in ways they could never forget. Leaving behind the rich history of Italy, the Wanderlust family's journey led them to the vast and diverse landscapes of Australia. Their adventure began in the bustling city of Sydney, where they were greeted by the iconic sight of the Sydney Opera House and the Sydney Harbour Bridge. "It's like a dream come true," exclaimed Alex, her eyes shining with excitement. The family explored the city's vibrant neighborhoods, taking in the sights and sounds of this cosmopolitan metropolis. They strolled along the shores of Bondi Beach, where surfers rode the waves and sunbathers soaked up the sun. From Sydney, they traveled to the rugged beauty of the outback, where they embarked on a journey through the red desert sands. They visited Uluru, the massive sandstone monolith that seemed to rise out of the desert like a beacon. "It's breathtaking," whispered Mom, as they watched the sunset over Uluru, painting the rock in shades of orange and red. Their journey through Australia took them to the lush rainforests of Queensland, where they encountered exotic wildlife and stunning natural beauty. They visited the Great Barrier Reef, where they snorkeled among colorful coral and swam with tropical fish. But Australia was not just about its natural wonders. It was also about its rich Aboriginal culture and history. The family learned about the Dreamtime stories that had been passed down through generations, stories that explained the creation of the land and its inhabitants. As they traveled through Australia, the Wanderlust family felt a deep sense of awe and wonder at the beauty of this vast and diverse country. They had experienced the majesty of its landscapes, the warmth of its people, and the richness of its culture. As they boarded their RV and set off for their next destination, the family knew that they had been forever changed by their journey through Australia. They carried with them the memories of a land that had captured their hearts and souls, and they looked forward to the adventures that lay ahead. Leaving behind the natural wonders of Australia, the Wanderlust family embarked on a new adventure in the mystical land of China. Their journey began in the bustling city of Beijing, where they were immediately immersed in the sights and sounds of this ancient metropolis. "Look at the Forbidden City," exclaimed Steve, as they gazed upon the grandeur of the Imperial Palace complex. "It's like something out of a fairy tale." The family explored the narrow streets of the city's hutongs, where they discovered hidden temples and traditional courtyard homes. They marveled at the intricate details of the Temple of Heaven, a testament to the skill of ancient Chinese craftsmen. From Beijing, they traveled to the Great Wall of China, a marvel of engineering that stretched across the countryside as far as the eye could see. They walked along its ancient stones, imagining the history that lay beneath their feet. Their journey through China took them to the tranquil landscapes of Guilin, where they cruised along the Li River, surrounded by towering limestone peaks and lush greenery. They visited the terraced rice fields of Longsheng, where they marveled at the ingenuity of the farmers who had sculpted the landscape into intricate patterns. But China was not just about its ancient history and natural beauty. It was also about its rich cultural heritage. The family learned about traditional Chinese medicine and martial arts, experiencing firsthand the traditions that had been passed down through generations. As they traveled through China, the Wanderlust family felt a deep sense of connection to the country and its people. They were enchanted by its beauty, captivated by its history, and moved by the warmth and hospitality of its inhabitants. As they bid farewell to China, the family knew that they had experienced something truly extraordinary. China had opened their eyes to a world of beauty, tradition, and spirituality, and they carried with them the memories of a land that had touched their hearts in ways they could never have imagined. Leaving behind the mysteries of China, the Wanderlust family's next adventure took them to the sun-drenched islands of Greece. Their journey began in Athens, the birthplace of democracy and Western civilization, where they were greeted by the sight of the Acropolis towering over the city. "It's like stepping back in time," remarked Mom, as they climbed the steps to the ancient citadel. From Athens, they traveled to the islands of the Aegean Sea, where they discovered a world of stunning natural beauty and rich history. They visited Santorini, with its iconic whitewashed buildings perched on cliffs overlooking the Azure Sea. They explored the narrow streets of Mykonos, where they stumbled upon hidden churches and charming cafes. But Greece was not just about its islands, it was also about its rich history and mythology. The family visited the ancient ruins of Delphi, where they learned about the oracle of Apollo and the myths of ancient Greece. They marveled at the Theater of Epidaurus, a masterpiece of ancient Greek architecture that still echoed with the voices of actors from centuries past. As they traveled through Greece, the Wanderlust family felt a deep sense of awe and wonder at the beauty of this ancient land. They had experienced the majesty of its landscapes, the warmth of its people, and the richness of its culture. But Greece was also a place of tranquility and relaxation. The family spent lazy days on sun-drenched beaches, swimming in crystal-clear waters and basking in the warmth of the Mediterranean sun. As they boarded their RV and set off for their next destination, the family knew that they had been forever changed by their journey through Greece. They carried with them the memories of a land that had captured their hearts and souls. And they looked forward to the adventures that lay ahead. Leaving behind the enchanting Isles of Greece, the Wanderlust family's next adventure led them to the northern reaches of Europe, where they hoped to witness one of nature's most spectacular displays, the Northern Lights. Their journey took them to the remote wilderness of Scandinavia, a land of rugged beauty and untamed wilderness. Their first stop was the city of Tromsø in Norway, known as the gateway to the Arctic. Here, they joined a guided tour that promised to take them deep into the wilderness in search of the elusive Aurora Borealis. As night fell, the family bundled up in warm clothing and set out into the wilderness. They traveled by dog sled through snow-covered forests, the only sound the soft patting of the dog's paws on the snow. After hours of anticipation, they finally saw it. The sky came alive with swirling ribbons of green and purple light, dancing and flickering in the darkness. The Northern Lights had appeared, painting the night sky with their ethereal glow. "It's like magic," whispered Alex, her eyes wide with wonder. For the next few nights, the family continued their quest to witness the Northern Lights, traveling deeper into the wilderness in search of the perfect vantage point. Each night brought a new display of light and color, each one more breathtaking than the last. But Norway was not just about the Northern Lights. It was also a land of deep fjords and towering mountains. The family explored the stunning landscapes of the Lofoten Islands, where jagged peaks rose from the sea and traditional fishing villages nestled in sheltered coves. As they traveled through Norway, the Wanderlust family felt a deep sense of awe and wonder at the beauty of this wild and remote land. They had experienced the majesty of the Northern Lights, the warmth of its people, and the richness of its culture. As they boarded their RV and set off for their next destination, the family knew that they had been forever changed by their journey through Norway. They carried with them the memories of a land that had captured their hearts and souls. And they looked forward to the adventures that lay ahead. Leaving behind the icy landscapes of Norway, the Wanderlust family's next adventure took them to the breathtaking scenery of New Zealand. Known for its stunning natural beauty and adventurous spirit, New Zealand promised to be a land of excitement and wonder. Their journey began on the North Island, where they explored the geothermal wonders of Rotorua. They marveled at bubbling mud pools, steaming geysers, and colorful hot springs that seemed to come straight from another world. "New Zealand is like nowhere else on Earth," remarked Dad, as they watched a geyser shoot hot water into the air. From Rotorua, they traveled to the South Island, where they encountered some of the most spectacular landscapes on the planet. They hiked through the towering peaks of the Southern Alps, where snow-capped mountains rose majestically against the clear blue sky. "It's like walking through a postcard," said Mom, as they paused to take in the breathtaking views. Their journey through New Zealand took them to the stunning Fiordland National Park, where they cruised through the narrow fjords of Milford Sound. Waterfalls cascaded down sheer cliffs, and dolphins played in the waters, a sight that left the family speechless with awe. But New Zealand was not just about its natural beauty, it was also a land of adventure. The family went bungee jumping in Queenstown, rafted down raging rivers, and ziplined through ancient forests. As they traveled through New Zealand, the Wanderlust family felt a deep sense of connection to the land and its people. They were enchanted by its beauty, captivated by its history, and moved by the warmth and hospitality of its inhabitants. As they boarded their RV and set off for their next destination, the family knew that they had experienced something truly extraordinary. New Zealand had opened their eyes to a world of beauty, adventure, and wonder, and they carried with them the memories of a land that had touched their hearts in ways they could never have imagined. Leaving behind the beauty of New Zealand, the Wanderlust family's next adventure led them to the ancient wonders of Peru in South America. Their journey began in the capital city of Lima, where they were greeted by the vibrant colors and lively atmosphere of this bustling metropolis. As they explored the city's historic center, they marveled at the colonial architecture and vibrant street art that lined the streets. They visited the Larco Museum, where they learned about the rich history and culture of Peru, from its ancient civilizations to its modern-day traditions. From Lima, they traveled to the Sacred Valley, where they embarked on a journey through the heart of the Inca Empire. They visited the ruins of Machu Picchu, a UNESCO World Heritage Site and one of the new 7 wonders of the world. As they hiked through the ancient city, they marveled at the precision and skill with which it had been constructed, its stone buildings blending seamlessly with the natural landscape. They stood in awe at the Temple of the Sun, the Intihuatana stone, and the majestic terraces that cascaded down the mountainside. "It's like stepping back in time," remarked Steve, as they gazed out over the ruins. Their journey through Peru took them to the city of Cusco, the former capital of the Inca Empire. They explored its narrow streets and bustling markets, where they sampled local delicacies and met friendly locals who shared stories of their rich cultural heritage. But Peru was not just about its ancient ruins. It was also a land of natural beauty and diverse landscapes. The family visited the Amazon rainforest, where they embarked on a journey through one of the most biodiverse regions on Earth. They marveled at the lush vegetation, exotic wildlife, and the symphony of sounds that filled the air. As they traveled through Peru, the Wanderlust family felt a deep sense of awe and wonder at the beauty of this ancient land. They had experienced the majesty of its landscapes, the warmth of its people, and the richness of its culture. As they boarded their RV and set off for their next destination, the family knew that they had been forever changed by their journey through Peru. They carried with them the memories of a land that had captured their hearts and souls, and they looked forward to the adventures that lay ahead. Leaving behind the marvels of Peru, the Wanderlust family's next adventure took them to the heart of Central Europe, where they discovered the rich history and cultural treasures of Austria. Their journey began in the grand city of Vienna, where they were immediately swept up in its timeless elegance and charm. As they wandered through the city's historic streets, they marveled at the opulent palaces and grandiose architecture that spoke of Vienna's imperial past. They visited the famous Hofburg Palace, the former winter residence of the Habsburg dynasty, and the magnificent Schönbrunn Palace, with its sprawling gardens and richly decorated rooms. "It's like stepping into a fairy tale," remarked Alex, as they explored the grounds of Schönbrunn Palace. From Vienna, they traveled to the picturesque city of Salzburg, birthplace of Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart and setting for the beloved film The Sound of Music. They walked in the footsteps of the famous composer, visiting his childhood home and the places that had inspired some of his greatest works. But Austria was not just about its cities, it was also a land of breathtaking natural beauty. The family ventured into the Austrian Alps, where they hiked through lush forests and alpine meadows, surrounded by snow-capped peaks and crystal-clear lakes. As they traveled through Austria, the Wanderlust family felt a deep sense of connection to the land and its people. They were enchanted by its beauty, captivated by its history, and moved by the warmth and hospitality of its inhabitants. As they boarded their RV and set off for their next destination, the family knew that they had experienced something truly extraordinary. Austria had opened their eyes to a world of beauty, culture, and history, and they carried with them the memories of a land that had touched their hearts in ways they could never have imagined. Leaving behind the splendors of Austria, the Wanderlust family's next adventure led them to the enchanting landscapes and rich history of the Czech Republic in Eastern Europe. Their journey began in the fairy tale city of Prague, where they were immediately captivated by its medieval charm and romantic atmosphere. As they wandered through the narrow cobblestone streets, they marveled at the stunning architecture that surrounded them, the majestic Prague Castle, the iconic Charles Bridge, and the ornate buildings that lined the historic squares. "It's like walking through a storybook," remarked Mom, as they gazed up at the towering spires of St. Vitus Cathedral. From Prague, they traveled to the picturesque town of Český Krumlov, a UNESCO World Heritage Site known for its well-preserved medieval architecture. They explored its winding streets and hidden courtyards, imagining themselves in a bygone era. But the Czech Republic was not just about its cities. It was also a land of natural beauty and stunning landscapes. The family ventured into the Bohemian countryside, where they hiked through rolling hills and lush forests, stumbling upon ancient castles and charming villages along the way. As they traveled through the Czech Republic, the Wanderlust family felt a deep sense of connection to the land and its people. They were enchanted by its beauty, captivated by its history, and moved by the warmth and hospitality of its inhabitants. As they boarded their RV and set off for their next destination, the family knew that they had been forever changed by their journey through the Czech Republic. They carried with them the memories of a land that had captured their hearts and souls. And they looked forward to the adventures that lay ahead. Leaving behind the charms of the Czech Republic, the Wanderlust family's next adventure took them to the captivating landscapes and rich history of Sweden and Scandinavia. Their journey began in the vibrant city of Stockholm, where they were immediately struck by its blend of modernity and tradition. As they explored the city's picturesque islands and historic neighborhoods, they marveled at the well-preserved medieval architecture and the grandeur of the royal palace. They wandered through the cobbled streets of Gamla stan, Stockholm's old town, where colorful buildings lined narrow alleyways and historic squares bustled with life. "It's like stepping into a living museum," remarked Dad, as they admired the city's timeless beauty. From Stockholm, they traveled to the serene countryside of rural Sweden, where they discovered a world of natural wonders and cultural treasures. They visited the ancient Viking burial mounds at Gamla Uppsala, where they learned about the rich history of the Viking Age and its impact on Swedish culture. But Sweden was not just about its history, it was also a land of stunning natural beauty. The family ventured into the wilds of Swedish Lapland, where they experienced the magic of the Arctic Circle. They marveled at the breathtaking landscapes of snow-covered forests and frozen lakes, where the northern lights danced across the night sky in a mesmerizing display of color and light. As they traveled through Sweden, the Wanderlust family felt a deep sense of connection to the land and its people. They were enchanted by its beauty, captivated by its history, and moved by the warmth and hospitality of its inhabitants. As they boarded their RV and set off for their next destination, the family knew that they had experienced something truly extraordinary. Sweden had opened their eyes to a world of beauty, culture, and history. And they carried with them the memories of a land that had touched their hearts in ways they could never have imagined. Leaving behind the spirit of Scandinavia, the Wanderlust family's next adventure took them to the vibrant landscapes and rich culture of Spain in southern Europe. Their journey began in the bustling city of Madrid, where they were immediately immersed in the lively atmosphere of this historic capital. As they explored the city's grand boulevards and historic neighborhoods, they marveled at the stunning architecture of the royal palace and the vibrant energy of the Plaza Mayor. They wandered through the charming streets of the old town, where they discovered hidden squares and picturesque alleyways filled with the sounds of flamenco, music, and the aroma of traditional Spanish cuisine. "It's like a living tapestry of history and culture," remarked Mom, as they soaked in the vibrant ambience of the city. From Madrid, they traveled to the sun-drenched region of Andalusia, where they discovered a land of contrasts and beauty. They visited the majestic Alhambra Palace in Granada, a testament to the rich cultural heritage of Moorish Spain. They marveled at the intricate carvings and stunning gardens of this ancient fortress, where the echoes of centuries past seemed to linger in the air. But Spain was not just about its cities, it was also a land of natural wonders and scenic beauty. The family ventured into the rugged landscapes of the Sierra Nevada, where they hiked through mountain trails and discovered hidden valleys dotted with picturesque villages. As they traveled through Spain, the Wanderlust family felt a deep sense of connection to the land and its people. They were enchanted by its beauty, captivated by its history, and moved by the warmth and hospitality of its inhabitants. As they boarded their RV and set off for their next destination, the family knew that they had been forever changed by their journey through Spain. They carried with them the memories of a land that had captured their hearts and souls, and they looked forward to the adventures that lay ahead. Leaving behind the magic of Spain, the Wanderlust family's next adventure led them to the timeless beauty and rich heritage of Italy. In the heart of the Mediterranean, their journey began in the eternal city of Rome, where they were immediately struck by its ancient grandeur and modern vibrancy. As they explored the city's historic streets and iconic landmarks, they marveled at the awe-inspiring Colosseum, the majestic Pantheon, and the grandeur of St. Peter's Basilica. They wandered through the cobblestone streets of Trastevere, where they discovered hidden piazzas and charming trattorias serving up authentic Italian cuisine. "It's like living in a living museum," remarked Dad, as they gazed upon the ancient ruins that lay scattered throughout the city. From Rome, they traveled to the picturesque region of Tuscany, where they discovered a world of rolling hills, vineyards, and medieval towns. They visited the historic city of Florence, the birthplace of the Renaissance, where they were captivated by the artistry of Michelangelo's David and the beauty of the Uffizi Gallery. But Italy was not just about its cities, it was also a land of natural beauty and cultural richness. The family ventured into the stunning landscapes of the Amalfi Coast, where they marveled at the rugged cliffs, azure waters, and colorful villages that clung to the cliff sides. As they traveled through Italy, the Wanderlust family felt a deep sense of connection to the land and its people. They were enchanted by its beauty, captivated by its history, and moved by the warmth and hospitality of its inhabitants. As they boarded their RV and set off for their next destination, the family knew that they had experienced something truly extraordinary. Italy had opened their eyes to a world of beauty, culture, and history, and they carried with them the memories of a land that had touched their hearts in ways they could never have imagined. As the Wanderlust family's incredible journey drew to a close, they found themselves reflecting on the many adventures they had shared and the countless memories they had made together, from the wilds of Africa to the ancient wonders of Asia.
To see you again, my viewers. It's me, Hacker from Minecraft. My friend have made some very interesting RV car, but we should show them how real professionals build it. And while I'm building, I'll continue to tell you breathtaking story. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Let's go! From the icy landscapes of Scandinavia to the sun-drenched shores of the Mediterranean, they had experienced the beauty and diversity of our world in all its glory. As they traveled back towards their home, the family found themselves reminiscing about the people they had met, the sights they had seen, and the experiences that had enriched their lives. They remembered the warmth of the African sun on their skin, the sound of the waves crashing against the shores of Australia, and the taste of traditional dishes from around the world. But more than anything, they remembered the bond they had formed as a family, the laughter they had shared, the challenges they had overcome, and the love that had carried them through it all. They knew that no matter where their travels took them next, they would always carry with them the memories of this incredible journey and the lessons they had learned along the way. As they approached their home, the Wanderlust family felt a mix of emotion, sadness at the thought of their adventure coming to an end, but also gratitude for the experiences they had shared and the memories they had made. They knew that their journey had changed them in profound ways, and that they would carry the spirit of adventure with them wherever they went. As they stepped out of their RV and onto familiar ground, the Wanderlust family knew that their journey was far from over. They had experienced the world in all its beauty and diversity, and they were ready to embark on the next chapter of their adventure, wherever it may lead. The family took a moment to embrace each other. Surrounded by the familiar sights and sounds of home, they shared stories of their adventures, recalling the people they had met, the places they had seen, and the experiences that had touched their hearts. As they unpacked their belongings and settled back into their routine, they carried with them a newfound appreciation for the world and its wonders. Each day brought a reminder of the incredible journey they had embarked upon, and they found joy in the simple moments that made up their everyday lives. But even as they settled back into their familiar surroundings, the Wanderlust family knew that their thirst for adventure would never be quenched. They looked forward to new experiences and new destinations, knowing that the world was full of endless possibilities waiting to be explored. As they sat together under the evening sky, watching the stars twinkle above them, the family felt a sense of peace and contentment. They knew that no matter where their travels took them next, They would always carry with them the memories of their journey around the world, a journey that had changed their lives forever. In the quiet moments of the evening, as the world outside their window settled into a peaceful slumber, the Wanderlust family gathered around the warmth of their home. They reminisced about the sights and sounds of their global adventure, each memory a thread in the tapestry of their shared experiences. The children spoke of the friends they had made in distant lands, their voices filled with excitement as they recounted the stories of their adventures. They talked about the animals they had encountered, the unique foods they had tasted, and the lessons they had learned along the way. The parents listened intently, their hearts swelling with pride at the resilience and curiosity their children had shown. Throughout their journey, they shared their own memories, recalling the moments of awe and wonder that had taken their breath away and the challenges that had tested their resolve. As they sat together, surrounded by the comfort of home, the Wanderlust family knew that their journey had left an indelible mark on their hearts. They had discovered the beauty of the world and the strength of their bond as a family, and they were grateful for every moment they had shared. Looking out at the starry night sky, they felt a sense of gratitude for the experiences that had shaped them and a renewed sense of wonder for the world that lay beyond their doorstep. As they prepared for bed, they drifted off to sleep with dreams of new adventures waiting just around the corner, knowing that their journey was far from over. As the night deepened, the family's conversation turned to the ways their travels had changed them. They spoke of the lessons they had learned from the people they had met, a lesson in resilience from the Maasai tribe in Kenya, a lesson in simplicity from the monks in Japan, and a lesson in hospitality from the villagers in Greece. They talked about the moments of connection they had experienced, a shared laugh with a stranger in a bustling market, a heartfelt conversation with a local guide, and a quiet moment of reflection in a place of natural beauty. Each interaction had left an impression on their hearts, reminding them of the kindness and generosity that existed in every corner of the world. As they spoke, they realized that their journey had been about more than just seeing new places. It had been about opening their hearts and minds to new experiences and perspectives. They had learned to embrace the unknown, to find joy in the simple pleasures of life, and to appreciate the beauty of diversity in all its forms. Their journey had also taught them the importance of resilience and adaptability. They had faced challenges along the way, language barriers, unfamiliar customs, and unexpected setbacks, but they had always found a way to overcome them, relying on each other and the kindness of strangers to see them through. But perhaps most importantly, their journey had strengthened their bond as a family. They had laughed together, cried together, and grown together, forging memories that would last a lifetime. They had discovered the true meaning of adventure not just in the places they had visited, but in the moments they had shared and the connections they had made along the way. As they finally retired for the night, the Wanderlust family felt a deep sense of gratitude for the journey they had undertaken. They knew that their adventure had changed them in ways they could never have imagined, and they looked forward to the new adventures that awaited them, knowing that they would face them with open hearts and minds, ready to embrace whatever the world had in store. As the days turned into weeks and the weeks into months, the Wanderlust family found themselves settling back into the rhythms of daily life. They returned to work and school, to routines and responsibilities, but their hearts remained filled with the memories of their incredible journey around the world. They found joy in the little things, a homemade meal that reminded them of a dish they had tried in a far-off land, a song on the radio that brought back memories of a distant place, and the simple pleasure of being together as a family. But even as they embraced the comforts of home, they knew that a part of them would always yearn for the adventure of the open road. They found themselves daydreaming about new destinations, new experiences, and new connections waiting to be made. In these quiet moments of reflection, they realized that their journey had not just been about the places they had visited. It had been about the people they had become. They had learned to see the world through different eyes, to appreciate its beauty in all its forms, and to cherish the moments of connection that had enriched their lives. As they looked back on their journey, they felt a sense of gratitude for the experiences they had shared and the lessons they had learned. They knew that their adventure had changed them in profound ways and that they would carry it with them wherever they went. One of the most profound gifts their journey had given them was a new perspective on life. They had seen firsthand the resilience of the human spirit in the face of adversity, the beauty of diversity in all its forms, and the power of connection to bridge the gaps between cultures and languages. They had learned to appreciate the simple pleasures of life, a shared meal with new friends, a breathtaking sunset over the ocean, and the feeling of the wind in their hair as they drove through unfamiliar landscapes. But perhaps most importantly, they had learned to see the world with open eyes and an open heart. They had discovered that no matter where they went, they could find beauty and kindness in unexpected places, and that the true richness of life lay in the connections they made along the way. As they looked towards the future, the Wanderlust family knew that their journey was far from over. They had only scratched the surface of all the world had to offer, and they were eager to continue their exploration of its wonders, one adventure at a time. One of the most profound lessons their journey had taught them was the power of gratitude. They had learned to appreciate the little things in life, the warmth of the sun on their skin, the laughter of children playing in the streets, and the kindness of strangers who had welcomed them into their homes. They had also learned to be grateful for the challenges they had faced along the way. Each obstacle had been an opportunity to grow stronger, to learn something new, and to appreciate the journey even more. As they sat together, reminiscing about their adventures, they took a moment to express gratitude for all they had experienced. They were grateful for the memories they had made, the lessons they had learned, and the love that had carried them through it all. They knew that their journey had been a gift, one that had changed them in ways they could never have imagined, and they were grateful for every moment of it. Years passed, and the Wanderlust family's children, Steve and Alex, had grown into young adults with a passion for adventure that matched their parents. Inspired by the stories of their family's travels, they had developed a deep curiosity about the world and a desire to experience its wonders for themselves. One day, as they sat with their parents reminiscing about their past adventures, Steve and Alex made a decision they would embark on a journey of their own, following in their family's footsteps and continuing the legacy of exploration and discovery that had shaped their lives. With the support and encouragement of their parents, Steve and Alex set out on a new adventure. This time as the leaders of their own journey, they packed their belongings into the familiar RV camper car that had carried them on so many adventures in their childhood, and they set off into the unknown, eager to write their own chapter in the family's story. As they traveled, they encountered new challenges and new experiences, each one shaping them in profound ways. They learned to navigate unfamiliar roads, to communicate in different languages, and to adapt to new cultures and customs. Along the way, they forged new friendships and made new memories, each one adding to the tapestry of their lives. But amidst the excitement of their travels, Steve and Alex never forgot the lessons they had learned from their family's journey. They remembered the importance of kindness and compassion, the value of resilience and adaptability, and the beauty of seeing the world with open eyes and an open heart. As they continued their journey, Steve and Alex knew that they were carrying on a tradition that had been passed down through generations, the tradition of seeking out the beauty and wonder of the world, of embracing new experiences with courage and curiosity, and of cherishing the connections that bound them to each other and to the world around them. As they looked towards the horizon, they knew that their journey was far from over. They were filled with a sense of excitement and anticipation for the adventures that lay ahead, knowing that no matter where their travels took them, they would always carry with them the spirit of the Wanderlust family, a spirit of adventure, of discovery, and of gratitude for the world and all its wonders. As Steve and Alex traveled, they found themselves not only exploring new places but also embarking on a journey of self-discovery. They learned more about themselves with each passing day, discovering strengths they never knew they had and uncovering new passions along the way. In the quiet moments of their travels, they reflected on their family's legacy of adventure and realized the profound impact it had on shaping who they were. They saw the world through the lens of their parents' experiences, and with each new destination, they gained a deeper appreciation for the diversity and beauty of the world around them. Their journey also brought them closer together as siblings. They relied on each other for support and companionship. Sharing in the triumphs and challenges of their travels, they laughed together, explored together, and navigated the complexities of the world together, strengthening the bond between them in ways they had never imagined. But amidst the excitement of their travels, they never forgot the values instilled in them by their parents, the importance of kindness, empathy, and understanding. They made a conscious effort to connect with the people they met along the way, learning from their stories and gaining a deeper understanding of the human experience. As they continued their journey, Steve and Alex knew that they were not just exploring the world around them, they were also discovering themselves. They embraced the unknown with open hearts and open minds, knowing that each new experience was an opportunity for growth and self-discovery. And as they looked towards the future, they were filled with a sense of wonder and possibility. They knew that their journey was far from over and that the road ahead was filled with endless opportunities for adventure and self-discovery. With each passing day, they felt more alive than ever, grateful for the gift of travel and the chance to explore the world on their own terms. As Steve and Alex journeyed on, they encountered challenges that tested their resolve and moments of pure joy that filled their hearts with gratitude. They learned to navigate unfamiliar roads and embrace the unpredictability of life on the road, drawing strength from the lessons passed down by their parents. With each new destination, they gain a deeper understanding of the world and its complexities. They witness firsthand the resilience of communities facing adversity, the beauty of cultures steeped in tradition, and the power of human connection to bridge divides. Their travels also provided them with a sense of perspective, a reminder that despite their differences, people all over the world share a common humanity. They saw the world through the eyes of those they met, gaining insights that could never be gleaned from books or classrooms. But perhaps the most valuable lesson they learned was the importance of living in the present moment. In the midst of their travels, surrounded by the beauty of the world, they discovered the true meaning of happiness, the simple joy of being alive and experiencing the world in all its glory. As they continued their journey, Steve and Alex felt a deep sense of gratitude for the experiences that had shaped them. They knew that their travels had given them a gift, the gift of wisdom, perspective, and a deep appreciation for the world and all its wonders. And as they looked towards the road ahead, they knew that they were ready for whatever adventures awaited them. With the wisdom of their experiences guiding them, they embraced the future with open hearts and minds, knowing that their journey was far from over. As Steve and Alex continued their journey, they couldn't help but reflect on the legacy of adventure that had been passed down to them. They carried with them the stories of their family's travels, the sights they had seen, the people they had met, and the lessons they had learned. These stories had become a part of who they were, shaping their outlook on life and fueling their desire to explore the world. They knew that their parents had instilled in them a love of adventure and a curiosity about that world that would stay with them forever. They felt a deep sense of gratitude for the experiences they had shared as a family and for the values that had been imparted to them along the way. As they journeyed on, they found themselves inspired by the spirit of adventure that had defined their family for generations. They felt a sense of responsibility to carry on this legacy, to seek out new experiences, and to embrace the unknown with courage and curiosity. But amidst their travels, they also found moments of quiet reflection. They took the time to appreciate the beauty of the world around them, the vastness of the oceans, the majesty of the mountains, and the serenity of the open road. They knew that these moments were precious and that they should be cherished. As they looked towards the future, Steve and Alex knew that their journey was far from over. They felt a renewed sense of purpose and determination, knowing that they were part of something much bigger than themselves, a legacy of adventure that had been passed down through generations and that would continue to inspire future generations to come. With each passing mile, Steve and Alex delved deeper into their journey, encountering new landscapes, cultures, and experiences that enriched their understanding of the world. They found themselves drawn to the unfamiliar, seeking out the hidden gems and lesser-known destinations that often held the most profound lessons. As they traveled, they discovered the beauty of spontaneity, embracing the freedom to change course at a moment's notice and follow their instincts wherever they led. They learned to trust in their own abilities and in the kindness of strangers, finding that the world was full of people eager to share their stories and lend a helping hand. But amidst the excitement of their travels, they also faced moments of uncertainty and doubt. They grappled with the challenges of life on the road, the occasional breakdowns, the unpredictable weather, and the logistical hurdles of navigating unfamiliar territories. Yet, with each obstacle they overcame, they emerged stronger and more resilient, ready to face whatever lay ahead. Their journey became a testament to the power of perseverance and the rewards of stepping outside their comfort zones. They discovered that true growth often comes from embracing the unknown, from pushing past their limits and discovering new depths within themselves. As they continued their journey, Steve and Alex felt a profound sense of gratitude for the experiences that had shaped them. They knew that their travels had not only broadened their horizons, but had also enriched their lives in ways they could never have imagined. And as they looked towards the road ahead, they did so with a renewed sense of purpose and determination. They were ready to embrace whatever challenges and adventures lay ahead, knowing that each new experience would bring them closer to understanding themselves and the world around them. As Steve and Alex continued their journey, they found that their travels had strengthened the bond between them in ways they had never imagined. They relied on each other for support and companionship, sharing in the triumphs and challenges of life on the road. In the quiet moments of their travels, they found themselves reflecting on the memories they had shared as siblings. They recalled the laughter they had shared around campfires, the awe they had felt at the sights they had seen, and the deep conversations that had brought them closer together. Their journey had not only deepened their bond as siblings, but had also given them a newfound appreciation for their family as a whole. They felt a deep sense of gratitude for the values and traditions that had been passed down to them. knowing that these were the foundation upon which their journey had been built. As they traveled, they also found themselves drawing inspiration from the experiences of their parents. They remembered the stories of their family's past adventures, finding comfort in the knowledge that they were following in the footsteps of those who had come before them. But amidst the nostalgia of their travels, Steve and Alex also looked towards the future with a sense of excitement and anticipation. They knew that their journey was far from over and that the road ahead was filled with endless possibilities for adventure and discovery. And as they continued on their journey, they did so with a deep sense of gratitude for the experiences that had shaped them and a renewed appreciation for the bonds of family that had carried them through it all. As Steve and Alex journeyed on, they realized that their travels had become more than just a series of adventures. They had become a part of something much bigger. They were continuing a legacy that had been passed down through generations. A legacy of exploration, curiosity, and a deep appreciation for the world and all its wonders. With each passing day, they felt a profound sense of gratitude for the experiences that had shaped them. They knew that their journey had given them a gift of wisdom, perspective, and a deep connection to the world around them. But they also knew that their journey was about more than just their own experiences. It was about the connections they made along the way. They had met people from all walks of life, each with their own stories to tell and lessons to share. These connections had enriched their lives in ways they could never have imagined, opening their hearts and minds to new perspectives and ideas. As they continued their journey, they felt a deep sense of responsibility to carry on the legacy that had been passed down to them. They knew that their travels were not just for themselves, but for future generations, for the children who would come after them, eager to explore the world and discover its wonders for themselves. And as they looked towards the road ahead, they did so with a renewed sense of purpose and determination. They were ready to face whatever challenges and adventures lay ahead, knowing that they were part of something much bigger than themselves, a legacy of adventure that would continue to inspire and enrich the lives of those who came after them. As Steve and Alex continued their journey, they found themselves drawn to new horizons and fresh adventures. Each day brought with it the promise of discovery, the excitement of the unknown, and the thrill of new experiences waiting to be had. They embraced the challenges that came their way, knowing that each obstacle was an opportunity for growth and learning. They learned to trust in their instincts and in each other, knowing that together they were capable of overcoming any challenge that came their way. But amidst the excitement of their travels, they also found moments of quiet reflection. They took the time to appreciate the beauty of the world around them, the breathtaking landscapes, the vibrant cultures, and the rich tapestry of human experience that unfolded before their eyes. They felt a deep sense of gratitude for the experiences that had shaped them and the lessons they had learned along the way. They knew that their journey had given them a gift of understanding, compassion, and a deep appreciation for the world and all its wonders. And as they looked towards the road ahead, they did so with a sense of wonder and anticipation. They knew that their journey was far from over and that the road ahead was filled with endless possibilities for adventure and discovery. With each passing mile, they felt more alive than ever, grateful for the gift of travel and the chance to explore the world on their own terms. And as they continued on their journey, they did so with open hearts and open minds, ready to embrace whatever adventures awaited them. With each new destination, Steve and Alex found themselves growing in ways they had never imagined. They discovered strengths they didn't know they had, faced fears they didn't know existed, and learned more about themselves with each passing day. Their journey became a reflection of their own personal growth, a testament to their resilience, their curiosity, and their unwavering spirit. They faced challenges head-on, knowing that each obstacle was an opportunity to become stronger and more resilient. But amidst the challenges, they also found moments of pure joy, moments that filled their hearts with gratitude and reminded them why they had embarked on this journey in the first place. They laughed with strangers, danced in the rain, and marveled at the beauty of the world around them. They learned to appreciate the small things, the warmth of the sun on their skin, the sound of waves crashing against the shore, and the feeling of freedom that came with the open road. They knew that these moments were fleeting but cherished them all the same, knowing that they were what made their journey truly special. As they continued on their journey, they did so with a sense of purpose and determination. They knew that their journey was far from over and that the road ahead was filled with endless possibilities for growth and discovery. And as they looked towards the horizon, they did so with open hearts and open minds, ready to embrace whatever adventures awaited them. They knew that their journey had changed them in profound ways and that they were ready for whatever the future held. As Steve and Alex journeyed on, they found themselves reflecting on the experiences that had shaped them. They thought back to the lessons they had learned, the challenges they had overcome, and the moments of pure joy that had filled their hearts along the way. Their journey had been a roller coaster of emotions, a mix of highs and lows, triumphs and setbacks. But through it all, they had remained resilient, drawing strength from each other and the world around them. They thought about the people they had met, the strangers who had become friends, the locals who had shared their stories, and the fellow travelers who had inspired them with their own journeys. Each interaction had left a lasting impression, a reminder of the power of human connection to transcend borders and cultures. But amidst the memories, they also found themselves looking towards the future. They knew that their journey was far from over and that the road ahead was filled with endless possibilities for growth and discovery. As they continued on their journey, they did so with a renewed sense of purpose and determination. They knew that they were part of something much bigger than themselves, a legacy of adventure and exploration that had been passed down through generations. And as they looked towards the horizon, they did so with open hearts and open minds, ready to embrace whatever adventures awaited them. They knew that their journey had changed them in profound ways and that they were ready for whatever the future held. With each passing day, Steve and Alex felt the weight of their family's legacy of adventure and exploration. They knew that they were not just traveling for themselves, but carrying on a tradition that had been passed down through generations, a tradition of curiosity, courage, and a deep appreciation for the world and all its wonders. Their journey had become a testament to this legacy, a reflection of their family's values and beliefs. They had learned to see the world through different eyes, to embrace the unknown with courage and curiosity, and to cherish the moments of connection that had enriched their lives. But amidst the excitement of their travels, they also found themselves thinking about the future. They knew that their journey was paving the way for future generations, inspiring others to follow in their footsteps and seek out their own adventures. As they continued on their journey, they did so with a sense of responsibility and gratitude. They knew that they were part of something much bigger than themselves, a legacy that had been built on a foundation of love, curiosity, and a deep appreciation for the world and all its wonders. And as they looked towards the road ahead, they did so with open hearts and open minds, ready to embrace whatever adventures awaited them. They knew that their journey was far from over and that the legacy of adventure would continue to live on through them and those who came after them. As Steve and Alex's journey neared its end, they felt a mix of emotion, sadness at the thought of leaving behind the adventures and experiences they had cherished, but also a sense of gratitude for the memories that would stay with them forever. Their journey had been a whirlwind of discovery, a tapestry of experiences that had shaped them in profound ways. They had learned to see the world through different eyes, to appreciate its beauty in all its forms, and to cherish the moments of connection that had enriched their lives. But amidst the bittersweet feelings, they also felt a sense of excitement for the future. They knew that their journey had prepared them for whatever lay ahead, equipped them with the wisdom and resilience to face whatever challenges came their way. As they approached their final destination, they did so with a renewed sense of purpose and determination. They knew that their journey was far from over and that the lessons they had learned would stay with them forever, guiding them on new adventures and new beginnings. And as they looked towards the road ahead, they did so with open hearts and open minds, ready to embrace whatever the future held. They knew that their journey had been more than just a series of travels. It had been a journey of self-discovery, a testament to the power of adventure and exploration to shape and enrich their lives. As they stepped out of their RV and onto familiar ground, they knew that this was not the end of their journey, but rather the beginning of a new chapter, a chapter filled with endless possibilities and new adventures waiting to be had. And with that thought in mind, they took their first steps towards the future, grateful for the journey that had brought them here and excited for the journey that lay ahead.
Wow, what cool buildings my friends have made. I like them very much, and you, I hope so too. So, I should also show them how to make a family camping car. Well, at the same time, I will continue the story. As Steve and Alex settled back into their familiar surroundings, they carried with them the memories of their incredible journey. They found comfort in the routines of everyday life, but their hearts were filled with a sense of gratitude for the experiences that had shaped them. They knew that their journey had been about more than just traveling the world. It had been about discovering themselves and their place in the world. They had learned to see the world through different eyes, to appreciate its beauty in all its forms, and to cherish the moments of connection that had enriched their lives. But amidst the familiarity of home, they also felt a longing for the open road, the freedom of the open sky, the excitement of new discoveries, and the thrill of the unknown. They knew that their journey had changed them in profound ways, and that they would carry its spirit with them wherever they went. As they looked towards the future, they knew that they were not the same people who had set out on their journey. They had grown, they had learned, and they had been forever transformed by the experiences they had shared. And as they thought about the legacy they would leave behind, they felt a sense of pride. They knew that their journey had been a testament to the power of adventure and exploration to shape and enrich their lives, and they hoped that their story would inspire others to seek out their own adventures and embrace the world with open hearts and open minds. With that thought in mind, they looked towards the horizon, ready to embrace whatever the future held. They knew that their journey was far from over and that the legacy of adventure would continue to live on through them and those who came after them. As the days turned into weeks and the weeks into months, Steve and Alex found themselves settling into a new rhythm, a rhythm that balanced the familiarity of home with the memories of their travels. They had returned to their daily routines, but their minds were still filled with the sights and sounds of their global adventure. They found joy in the little things, the comfort of home-cooked meals, the laughter of friends and family, and the quiet moments of reflection that allowed them to relive their favorite memories. They knew that their journey had changed them in profound ways, and they were grateful for the experiences that had shaped them. But amidst the comfort of home, they also felt a sense of restlessness, a longing for new experiences, new adventures, and new discoveries. They knew that their journey was far from over and that the world was still full of wonders, waiting to be explored. As they looked towards the future, they did so with a renewed sense of purpose and determination. They knew that they were capable of anything they set their minds to, and they were eager to see where their next adventure would take them. And as they thought about the legacy they would leave behind, they felt a sense of pride. They knew that their journey had been a testament to the power of curiosity, courage, and a deep appreciation for the world and all its wonders. With that thought in mind, they embraced the future with open hearts and open minds, ready to embark on the next chapter of their lives, a chapter filled with endless possibilities and new adventures waiting to be had. And with that thought in mind, they took their first steps towards the future, grateful for the journey that had brought them here and excited for the journey that lay ahead. As Steve and Alex looked towards the future, they felt a sense of responsibility to pass on the lessons they had learned to future generations. They knew that their journey had been about more than just personal growth. It had been about leaving a legacy for those who would come after them. They thought about the children who would grow up in a world shaped by their experiences, the lessons of resilience, empathy, and a deep appreciation for the world and all its wonders. They knew that these were the values that would guide them through life's challenges and inspire them to seek out their own adventures. As they reflected on their journey, they realized that it had been a gift that had changed them in profound ways, and that they were eager to share with others. They wanted to inspire others to embrace the unknown, to seek out new experiences, and to cherish the moments of connection that enriched their lives. And as they looked towards the road ahead, they did so with a sense of purpose and determination. They knew that their journey was far from over and that they had a responsibility to carry on the legacy that had been passed down to them. With that thought in mind, they embraced the future with open hearts and open minds, ready to embark on the next chapter of their lives, a chapter that would be defined by the values they had learned and the legacy they hoped to leave behind. And with that thought in mind, they took their first steps towards the future, grateful for the journey that had brought them here and excited for the journey that lay ahead. As Steve and Alex contemplated their journey and the legacy they hoped to leave behind, they felt a deep sense of responsibility to inspire others to embrace the spirit of adventure. They knew that their experiences had transformed them in profound ways, and that they had a duty to share the wisdom they had gained along the way. They thought about the people they had met, their stories, their struggles, and their triumphs. Each encounter had left an indelible mark on their hearts, shaping their understanding of the world and their place in it. They knew that their journey had been a privilege, a gift that had broadened their horizons and enriched their lives in ways they could never have imagined. They wanted to pay it forward, to inspire others to seek out their own adventures and discover the beauty of the world for themselves. And as they looked towards the future, they did so with a renewed sense of purpose. They knew that their journey was far from over and that they had a responsibility to share their experiences with others. With that thought in mind, they set out to write about their journey, hoping to inspire others to embark on their own adventures and discover the wonders of the world. They wanted to leave behind a legacy of adventure, legacy that would inspire future generations to embrace the unknown with courage and curiosity. And as they wrote, they felt a sense of fulfillment, a feeling that they were living up to the responsibility they had taken on. They knew that their journey had been about more than just their own experiences. It had been about leaving behind a legacy that would continue to inspire and enrich the lives of others for years to come. As Steve and Alex delved into documenting their journey, they realized the immense power of sharing their stories with the world. They poured their hearts into their writing, reliving each moment as they put pen to paper. They knew that their words had the potential to inspire others to seek out their own adventures and embrace the beauty of the world. They thought about the people who would read their stories, the dreamers, the adventurers, and the seekers of truth. They hoped that their words would resonate with them, igniting a spark of curiosity and courage that would lead them on their own journeys of discovery. They also thought about the impact their stories would have on future generations, the children who would grow up reading about their adventures and dreaming of their own. They knew that their legacy would live on through their words, inspiring others to see the world with fresh eyes and open hearts. And as they continued to write, they felt a sense of purpose and fulfillment. They knew that their journey had been about more than just their own experiences. It had been about leaving behind a legacy that would continue to inspire and enrich the lives of others for generations to come. With that thought in mind, they poured their hearts into their writing, knowing that their words had the power to change lives and shape the future. And as they wrote, they did so with a renewed sense of purpose, grateful for the journey that had brought them here and excited for the journey that lay ahead. As Steve and Alex's story took shape on the pages before them, they felt a deep sense of satisfaction. They knew that their journey had been about more than just traveling the world. It had been about sharing their experiences with others and inspiring them to seek out their own adventures. They thought about the people who would read their words, the dreamers, the wanderers, and the seekers of truth. They hoped that their story would resonate with them, encouraging them to embrace the unknown and discover the beauty of the world for themselves. But they also knew that their journey was far from over. As they looked towards the future, they saw endless possibilities for new adventures and new discoveries. They knew that their story was just one chapter in a much larger narrative, a narrative of exploration, curiosity, and a deep appreciation for the world and all its wonders. And as they continued to write, they did so with a sense of gratitude for the experiences that had shaped them and a renewed sense of purpose for the journey that lay ahead. They knew that their words had the power to inspire and that their story would live on long after they were gone, inspiring future generations to embrace the spirit of adventure and see the world with fresh eyes. With that thought in mind, they continued to write, knowing that their journey was far from over and that the legacy they were leaving behind would continue to inspire and enrich the lives of others for years to come. As Steve and Alex concluded their story,